Hello, everyone. I am Tacit, and welcome to the Gems of All Camppoint 19, week 9, day 5. So, of course, you know what this weekend is. As we've known for a while now, we got ourselves the Vault event weekend. We have that going on for the rest of today, tomorrow, and Sunday, all this weekend. And it'll end at Monday reset time. So still plenty of time to go and grind it out. This stream are probably primarily going to be doing Paloozas. Technically, we have reached our goal of hitting 22. However, of course, we will be consuming, about 13 of them? So we still got a ways to go to get more. Technically, we have to get about 13 more. As I still want to try aiming for 300 Volkies. We'll also trying to get at least 20. Though 22 if we can aim for it. But anything at 20 or above, because I think we start at 18. So anything above that would be nice. We start at 1405 for Epic Volkies. And normal Volkies are pretty much at none since we've just done verse farming. But that will change as soon as we start doing some Paloozas, which reminds me, I don't have the numbers up in a second. Let me go change these out. We're at 0, 0, and guess what? 0. Alright, let's go do some. Let's actually just start with a Palooza then. Oh, it's not visible yet, is it? There we go. It's all been done. Anyways, hello everyone! Hello Isabel! Hello Mark! Hello Draco! Hello Renas! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you guys been having a wonderful start of your weekend. Alright, let's go and yeah, start doing this. Let's get straight into the Palooza. I believe I have already grabbed this. Only one more copy, but I already did them. So close yet so far. It's for elemental bonus too. There's actually 2 elemental pets, oddly enough. One of the few that has multiple. Anything good on adventure board today? Oh, yes. Do we have to take all of them today? No, just to complete a delve. Oh, we gotta go out of our way to do a delve. That's unfortunate. But let's go grab this good loot here. Still have the Dust Devil team set from earlier. We'll switch over to some good old Stellarix, if I can find a team. This one. We're still using the Broken Banner instead of double yellow. I'm not sure which one's effectively better. Oh, I thought that was the actual gnome for a second. I was like, oh, we need that. No. Oh, I got tricked. Whenever you have these VIP one, they always have the, all like the gnomes within the battles. But because of that, I thought it was real for a moment. And no, they're all fake. Because the first one I saw was like, oh, that's the one we actually need. Because we're lowest on verse 3 right now. Which has perpetually been our lowest for quite a while now. You have 223 keys so far. Nice. Hey, wait, that one is real. Wait. Well, I guess it happened. That one's fake. You can tell because there's no bag. But this guy is real. As you can tell from the bag. But anyways, that's convenient. They tried to get me with a second fake one, but it turned out it was actually real. There we go. That's kind of funny. That's the drop we need as well. Is that basically determines how many verses we could do. Is how many verse 3s we get. So very solid drop already. And we haven't even started yet, technically. As far as opening Vault keys and everything. And there we go. 2 VIP keys, the 10 gem keys along the way. And we might as well grab the other 1 gem key. Might seem low compared to what we just grabbed, but, you know, every single one adds up. Speaking of which, we'll be handing out a few codes every single day this weekend. Since we do have the good old Vault event weekend. So we'll hand out like 2 or 3 a day. Not sure yet. We'll definitely do at least 2. If we go a little bit longer, maybe we'll do 3. Not sure how long we'll go tonight. I definitely want to do at least 4 Paloozas. Then just clear all the event stuff that we might still need to clear. Because 4 a day pretty much gets us there. Only on 1 day would we have to do an extra. If we get unlucky. We got really unlucky last time. Last Vault event was actually one of our unluckiest we've had in a very, very long time, but we're not going to get that unlucky again, right? Campaign's been done. What I really want to go check is the guild done with the raids? No, they are not. Okay, I'm going to have to help them real quick then. We are starting to get deep enough where this team is starting to slow down a little. Biggest issue is Glacia, the further we get. Just doesn't do that much damage. Like, it's not a small amount, but it doesn't scale that well is the problem. Luckily, there's no penalty for going slow in this game mode. We can hope for alignment there. I think we're going to go for it. No, we gave him the blue. Luckily, Valraven doesn't use that. Or else that'd be scary. I was going to say, one of those 5 hits better hit it. 1 in 3 chance 5 times would be insane if it didn't hit it. Oh, so hello, Supernova! Hello, Lester! Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we need mana. Can I cascade it? No. Can I cascade something else into it? Yes, I could do that, into nothing. I'll take some blue. Double damage here is not enough, but this is. Actually, would have been. Maybe it would have been, actually, now that I'm looking at it. And now we're at more battles than what we even started with. Also, hello, Supernova! Welcome, welcome. Gosh, still have food from what I just ate in my teeth. I need to, like, carry toothpicks around. I actually have no toothpicks in the house. And generally, I don't bother using, like, a floss stick as a toothpick. I guess you technically could. Hello, Jets! Welcome, welcome. Also, I remembered the water for once. I need like a water remind sign every single time before I start a stream. It just reminds me to go get water. He has 50% score reduction though. It doesn't matter if he hadn't won enough skulls. Alright, our damage range is not too horrible here. It's still like just a sweet spot before this team like ultra falls off. Or even this into that won't be enough to kill something. We haven't quite hit that yet. Also, we're still one-shotting the boss, which is nice to see. Because that's a scary moment when that doesn't one-shot it anymore. Then we're really lacking damage. I kind of want to stall it out until we can get our mana. Oh, we have alignment. Never mind. We already got it. There we go. Only risky thing with that would be the Valraven, of course, but don't need to deal with it. And we're right back where we started, right at 4 fights. I'm pretty lucky on Valravens, but that was because our last battle was like right on a Valraven. Yeah, this will be the last we have to do it all weekend. Next 2 days we won't have to touch that at all. I should have taken blue. I actually have no clue what our banner is into right now. Oh, too bad that doesn't count as a blue gem. If only. Ooh, those do though. Alright, I'm gonna leave all this here and hope we get lucky. Nice, we got it. We could try it again as well. You know what? We're going for it. Nice! We got it twice in a row. Because this thing does convert 3 purples into blues. So if we know that there's a bunch of them next to each other, we have an okay chance. There's a lot less likely, but honestly, we already got 2. Let's go for a third. No, it only got 1 to 2, unfortunate. It won't ultimately matter. Everything over there we don't need to mess with. We can just leave all that there. We throw our Pokey Pokes over there. Up, up, up. It went full screen. No, go back. That's something I haven't done in a very long time. I accidentally click the X on the actual thing. Alright, one more fight unless we get a Valraven here. Make that 3 more fights. Alright, I'll take the other one down. That should be more than enough for our guild to carry the rest of them. Alright, come on. Get lucky on the Valraven. Nope. I just barely even touched it. Alright, do we go convert here? We don't get much from it. Now we do. And it should be match. Get to the point where we can't double Owlwood after, which is kind of annoying. Or that we have to start doubling it, I should say. Before we could just do 1 with the poke and it would be enough. But their durability is getting slightly too high for that, other than on the boss that still gets one-shotted. But all the other ones are starting to get too high. But luckily we're right at the end of the line, so it won't matter. Alright, come on, get lucky right there. Purple. Actually, we could do a double purple over there too. Though the single one's a lot more likely. Nice, we got the single. Oh, and we even got the other extra one to make it 5 times. And we can't get another value spike from it, so we'll just do that. He gets a billion blues. We'll take that into Skull. And that's pretty much match. Could have taken those greens, but it got blocked. And hopefully that's enough damage. No, it's not. Yeah, we're at the point where we need a double cast Owl. You get a Verse Gnome in a Monolith battle? Yeah, I believe that's possible, right? Yeah, Monolith. Monolith. Yeah, I believe they appear there. Don't they? I'm trying to think. I know they do on Daily Adventure Board. Trying to think what else is like a daily like that. Because a lot of those dailies, they don't, like dungeons and stuff like that. I'm trying to think if monoliths are different. I guess they are. I don't know, I never really paid much attention to the monoliths there. Because you only ever do, what, 6 of them? Or sorry, 5 of them. Well, technically 6 of them. You get 6 per day, but you need to use them 5 at a time. Also, the fact that it explodes blue is so convenient. If it was any other color, it'd be kind of annoying. But blue is a perfect one for Glacial Peak. Or not Glacial Peak, I mean, yeah, Glacial Peak. Yeah, well, technically it's Peaks, but you know, that one. Anyways. Alright, raid event is done. Well, not done, but, you know, Gil will get the rest. Let's see, did we do Bare Minimum Club? Yeah, Bare Minimum Club. Welcome, welcome. Which there's only one person in the Bare Minimum Club with me. So what happened to Potatoes? Hopefully they're still around. Otherwise, we might need a replacement. How many people do we have in the guild right now? 30? Alright. Is anyone on the wait list? Also grab all of our seals I always forget to get. Let's see, did I even donate gold this week? I feel like I always forget to. I don't always forget, but you know. If I don't do it like immediately at the beginning, which you can tell that I did because of the weird number. Because I just maxed it out on the thingy. If I don't do it right at the beginning, I will always forget to do it later on in the week. Alright, we do have a wait list? Okay. So if we do have to kick him, we have someone then. Just making sure. Because whenever we don't, I generally keep people around just a little bit longer. If they're away. If we don't, like, immediately have a replacement. I haven't heard anything from, what's her name yet? Azala, though. Aw, we got webbed. No! And F marked. No, oh, never mind, this weakness. Oh, is that worse? That might be worse. Alright, let me go cleanse. Oops, if I can ever click on the right thing. Technically I did the first time. We'll grab this. Just to not have to deal with this. Alright, what do we need? What do we need? Honestly, this team's fine. Let's roll with it. Yep, it's Vault weekend this weekend. You can tell because we haven't done a single Vault yet. Keep getting distracted by all the thingies. But no, we'll go do it as soon as we clear out this. We technically still have to go do PvP, but we'll do that after. We're in between. But you know what? I'll hand out a code right before we start up the first vault. Because we want to do at least 4 a day. Which of course takes an hour. Yeah, that reminded me. I still didn't take that one thing after I ate. Wait, let me go do that real quick. Because I ate like right before the stream. Wait, 1 second. Wait. Gosh, how do I coordinate this? Not used to doing it in a cramped space with something like right in front of me. There we go. Meant to take that after eating earlier. And then completely forgot. It was because I finished eating like 30 minutes ago. Reverse farming tonight and tomorrow, then you release a load on Sunday. Nice. Yeah, honestly, I might start doing that once we start doing like the 3 streams a week kind of thing. So next time we do Volt, I might actually spread it a little bit more like that. Where that Sunday we just go crazy with throwing a billion. I think we'll still throw some that Friday. But then that Sunday we throw like 10 or a dozen or something. Just go absolutely crazy with it. Go almost till like midnight or something. Maybe not that long, but do like 3 hours of paloozas. Alright. And of course the whole weekend we would just earn them up to that point. We did that. That's still pending more contribution. Alright, you know what? Let me go do the PvP thing. That way we can full focus on just doing the verse. And of course, they fixed the EXP thingy recently. So we actually get full EXP from doing PvP battles with a monolith active. The bug was only around for 7 months. But they finally fixed it. Honestly, that's almost a speed run for them for how long it took them to fix it. 7 months? It's basically instantly. Yeah, actually, I think starting next week we might start doing the 3 stream schedule. I said earlier we might have some kind of announcement beforehand. It was like, now that I've kind of already announced it this Tuesday, even though we didn't do a video thingy for it yet, if we're even going to do one. We probably should, though. Just to let everyone know. Because obviously not everyone watched that one stream, like, 3 days ago. But I think starting next Tuesday, we're going to start doing the 3-week thing. Which means no stream next Tuesday. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be Monday, Fridays, and Sundays. It will only be on Tuesdays if we have a patch. So Monday, Fridays, Sundays, and sometimes Tuesdays. Technically sometimes any day. If we still feel like streaming, we'll just randomly throw a stream down. Or if it's a busier week with a lot going on. Like we just had a patch on Tuesday and then we also stream on Wednesday or something. But yeah, going forward, starting next week, it'll probably start being Monday, Friday, Sunday. Well, they'll still be around, just a little bit less. If nothing else, some of the streams that we do will be a little bit longer, particularly Sunday streams. Because Sunday will be the wrap-up, do whatever wasn't done during the weekday. And there's a good chance there'll be a good handful of things that won't be done. So it'll kind of be the catch-up day. Whatever we didn't do throughout the week. Obviously Monday doing whatever the new week stuff is, as well as going over all the teams for it. And Friday, of course, being the main day that new things tend to happen. This week we have Vault Event Weekend. Next week I believe is a new Deep Delve variant with a new troop and all that. Hey, that reminds me, the Mythic we just had is no longer in Drop Table, by the way. Well, at least not the exclusive Mythic. It is still technically in Drop Table, it's just not the exclusive one anymore. So it's very unlikely you'll get it, even though it is still technically in Drop Table. Hey, verse 2. That's the one I need the second most. You can tell because there's a 2 in it. Still, verse 1's the only one that hasn't been my lowest. That's getting there. If I keep getting enough 2s and 3s, it will once again, or not once again, but for the first time ever be the lowest. Alright, 2 more fights, then we'll go get our Valhawks. Actually, it's Friday. What other battles do we have to go do? We have to do a double outer for gold, and we also have to do 1 of 2 other outers for the other objective thingy. I guess see. I don't remember what ones we just had the other day. It was like dragon and something. Alright, let me go find them. Was it Naga? No. Was it, that's not even one. Wait, did I not do it yesterday? I'm, like, near guaranteed we did it yesterday. Did I not? Because I'm only seeing 2 here. Yesterday was Thursday, right? Yeah, we should have a double outer. Did I not do it yesterday? I'm like nearly 100% certain we did. But apparently I didn't. Huh. I'm really confident we did. Yeah, we don't have the gold mark thingy. Weird. Alright, well, let's do one of these two then. We have either Beast or Naga, so you know which one we're going for. We got one of you, one of you, one of you. Wand for safety. And we should be good to go. And then let's make our banner the really broken one. Yeah, I think it's different on the consoles. Kind of like how PvP was. It rolls differently each day. PvP had that same issue. Where not every zone was the same across platforms. Only on PC Mobile was it technically the same. But every other platform had it different. A billion Takshaka teams. Which one should we take? All 3 of them have a Takshaka on it. Also, speaking of too many verse 1s, hello verse 1. We meet again. For the way too many of time. Go him first, just in case he wants to run. Oh, hello Anderson! Hello Tangy! Welcome, welcome. Hello chat if I didn't ever say hi, welcome, welcome. Hope you guys have been having a wonderful start of your weekend. At some point, we'll be starting the Vault grind. This was supposed to be the Vault grind stream. We're like half an hour in without doing one. As soon as we finish this out, we're going to go hand out code. And then we're not stopping the stream until we do like 4 verses at least. Probably exactly 4. 4 seems like a nice number. Do the 4 for 4. You had some luck finding verses today? Nice, glad to hear. Mine was pretty average, maybe slightly below average. But I also didn't do it for too long. I did pretty on and off for like 2 or 3 hours. But it was effectively probably like one very active hour of grinding effectively. I think I got like 4 or 5 today. Oh, that's interesting. So, you don't see this too often, but Pet Gnome is the only gnome in the game, which I wish they all just worked like this. It'd be kind of cool. But it's the only gnome in the game that still drops its drop even if it rolls for Vault Key. Way back when, it didn't even roll for Vault Key, but these days it actually rolls both. So not only can it roll for its Vault Key, but when it does, you still get the pet drop and you still get the food. It is the only gnome in the game that still gives you its roll even when you roll Vault Key. So you basically double your reward. Nice. What pet did we just activate? Because we actually just activated one. Oh, I already have it maxed. Never mind. Sad. Anything else we have to do in PvP? I guess get our 3 Valhawks real quick. And then we'll hand out code and then focus on Paloozas the rest of the time. I don't think there'd be anything else to go for. Let me go check. How are we doing on ladder? We are in bottom cut, though we're about to go up as soon as we get our Valhawks, so it's not too big a deal. We gotta pay attention to that at the end of the week. We could actually move down a bracket for the first time ever. Definitely don't want that to happen. You might do some Volt this weekend. Well, are you still stuck in Palia? Oh, I never did get to do that last night. If you have some time later tonight, I could join you guys for a little bit. Because I still didn't do the co-op weekly in that game. Because I keep playing solo. I mostly just check on the garden every, like, few hours. Which is actually what I do with RuneScape a lot of times, too. Because in that game, you can check it once every, like, 90 minutes or something. It's basically like Tribute, except it's 90 minutes instead of an hour. I've been doing Palia the same way. I literally just log on, do the garden, then log out. It takes like a minute or 2 or however long it is. Assuming I have the seeds already made. That's kind of annoying. The most useful thing on our team just got webbed. I just realized he's running a Beatrix team. We could actually lose here. This is problematic for a couple of reasons. 2 wands will save us, though. 1 more wand will save us. As long as he doesn't Beatrix us down. Nice. Alright, just don't kill him. We're in golden. We're in the clear. Alright, we won. It's over. Might have looked bleak. How are we losing to such a weak Beatrix? It's kind of insane. Stats don't even matter. All that matters is your troop does infinite loops. And then boom, you get a win. The Beatrix had like negative stats. It was so close to actually killing us. Oh, so where are all of our Valhawks? I don't think I've seen a single one since we've been going for them. Is Tacit not sliding into Isabel's DMs? Of course, Lester. That's how we rub our 2 birds together. Yeah, that was funny. That'll forever be an inside joke that isn't really that inside anymore. It's an outside joke. What even is the expression of an opposite of an inside joke? Does he not even have a term? I guess at that point it's just a joke. I don't think there's a term for what the opposite of an inside joke is. You get an epic Volky in your vault? Nice. Yeah, those are pretty rare. They do happen, though. Ever so occasionally. Oh, we already got all 3. Perfect. I didn't realize that that other one was our last one. Is that enough to make a ladder? No. We're actually still behind, but we'll make up for lost time later. Okay, let's go hand out code. I think it is finally Palooza time. Like half an hour in. There you guys go. Here's the redeem code. Use on gemswar.com for the game code section, and we'll have at least 1 or 2 more during this stream. Probably 1 more. Oh no, maybe we'll do 2. We'll see. Here's the first one. We'll definitely be handing out multiple every single day this weekend. Alright, I don't have to take the other thing on adventure board. Oh, there is one other side thing I should go do real quick. I gotta complete a delve, and then we could truly start. Alright, let's go do a delve. Let's do quick kill City of Thieves. Still not sure why I do that here. End with Rowain. I think it's just out of habit. And there we are. That gets the job done. It's just kind of always been my do 1 delve location. It's still pretty quick. It's not like other teams would be that much quicker. So I would say this is an old meta team, but this is still current meta. Rowain has actually been meta for a very, very, very long time. Pretty much ever since they gave her 2 times armor boost ratio, she has been good. They like super buffed her one day, and then she was just good for the rest of the time. It was done in like 2018 or so. The only thing I hated about it is it killed off Sunbird, and Sunbird was so much fun. I'm a little bit disappointed that they did that, but otherwise, Rowain's still nice. It was unfortunate that Sunbird became unusable afterwards. Because there was a time they both had a 1-to-1 ratio. Nope, no one in the guild finished it yet. Okay, we'll have that done tomorrow. Perfect. Alright, we can finally start doing Paloozas. Alright, let's do it. I'll just make sure I have the correct team set. Get to Center Mirage. Make sure we're actually using the double Ironhawk one. Team we haven't actually used yet today since we're just verse farming. This one is slightly slower for verse farming. Alright, make sure the timer is timering. Yep, timer is indeed timering. Okay. Let's go do it. Go get the verse going. And let's go get those zeros to not be 0. So Forge, other. Palooza. Alright, let it begin. A true start of Vault Event weekend for us. Alright, see what we get. Hopefully we get better luck than last weekend, because gosh, was that one of our worst weekends for a while. As far as how we performed during Vault weekends. Not that we were slow, it's just the reward we got for what we did was so bad. It was our probably, honestly, it was our worst Vault weekend since Paloozas have existed, I'm pretty sure was last weekend. Not because we did any less or anything, but simply because the ratio of the loot we were getting per Palooza used was so horrifically bad. The lowest we've ever seen since Paloozas. So pretty much anything we do will be an improvement from that, but hopefully it's a lot better, not just slightly better. Because that was a really bad week. Or weekend. I'll see how this weekend is. Ideally, I want to be seeing about 22 per. 20 vault keys, 2 epic vault keys. Last weekend we were seeing some as low as like 10-0. I thought maybe we were using like the wrong team or something, but no, it was alright. Oh yeah, that doesn't remind me, there is one thing that we're doing wrong right now. You generally don't want to use a 20% mana start. It's not that much of a time waste. But it does waste like a millisecond every battle. It does waste like the smallest of time for the Meadow of Anu to trigger every single time. So it is actually better to set to pure magic or, you know, something similar. Any of the stats, basically. 4 of the stat one. I would go change it right now, but the amount of time it would take to go change it would consume more time than how much time it would save. But it does save the smallest of time. So you normally don't want to have 20% mana start on or the cleanse on. For one, you don't even need to cleanse. But a 20% mana start counts as a trait trigger. And you have to wait an ever minuscule amount of time for it to actually trigger before you can do anything. Oh, so why did my timer stop? No! My timer broke! None of my buttons are doing. Come on, we've been going for 2 minutes. I need to get a new timer. Anyone know any good timers out there? I'm clicking the buttons for it and it's doing nothing. Well, that's not ideal. Well, I guess we're just doing it and just ignoring the double loop. But my timer broke. Sad. Oh, well, I guess we're going no timer today. I need to go invest in a new timer. Well, that one's technically free. I need to invest in a new free timer. Yeah, that was like a world record for it freezing. It took less than 2 minutes. I don't think it has ever lasted that small amount of time. It's a lot more relaxing when we don't have to worry about a timer, though. I guess we'll just do all the paloozas, and when it ends, it ends. If we get double, we get double. If not, it's not a big deal. They've been stealth nerfing this event for a while now. Rewards are less and less for the materials. Oh no, has it been? I haven't really seen any decrease. Last week we got like really, really unlucky. I assumed that was just an outlier. Because a lot of other weeks that we've seen didn't have any reduction at all. And so far, just current pacing seems like it's fine. Normal rate. So we'll see what the numbers are after a few paloozas. It's hunting and cooking, right? Yeah. Those are the two I need to still get done in Palia later. I'll probably do it about an hour and a half from now at like 10. We're going to be going for at least an hour to go do all the paloozas. You'll be playing all night and sleeping during the day? Oh gosh. I'll just message you after the stream then, or you could poke me. He's already ate before the stream, so I'm not going to be eating after. Actually, I wasn't that hungry today. I ate very little. I think what did it for me is because I I had to not eat before the blood work. That it got me in a habit of not eating now. So now my body's in a mood to just not eat. Yeah, I think that appointment's on next week's Thursday. Yeah, next week's Tuesday, we'll probably post a video on us not streaming at night every single day anymore. I'm still not sure how I want to structure the video. I was going to make it like this big thing, but honestly, I don't know. It's probably just going to be a 2-minute long video. The original plan was to be like, oh, let's go over like our entire history with the game and everything else and just the whole backstory of everything. And then I was like, it's not like we're leaving. We're just cutting like 4 streams a week. Which is a pretty big cut. That's like half our streams, but still. Though I do kind of want to do some kind of retrospective video, not like to a huge degree, but to some kind of degree around the 10-year anniversary of the game. I feel like that's a lot more better suited around that time. The kind of video I was going to do like for this week or the upcoming week. I'm going to save it for the 10-year anniversary. The Tuesday video will be like, hey, we're just not streaming some days now. After like nearly 8 years of doing it every day. Well, we'll still be streaming. Mondays, Fridays, and Sundays going forward. And who knows, maybe those will get cut down some too, but no. For now, we'll be doing Monday, Friday, Sundays. After we finish out this week. That means this Saturday will be the last day that we have done like a full week then. Like Sunday, Monday will be normal since we'd be streaming those days anyways. It's not April 1st. Yeah, we're finally cutting back to stream some. I want to do it for a video because I know some people haven't caught the streams where we actually mentioned it. Are we getting a real job or something? No. Not yet. I just wanted to look into game design more, open up time for other things. It saves about 12 to 15 hours a week, which might not seem like much, just from skipping 4 streams, but it effectively does. Open up almost 15 hours a week. Wait, I'm not going to be streaming every single day. What you're supposed to do at 7 o'clock every day? Yeah, I know. I'm going to miss doing it every single day. We might still do it out of habit some days. Still bring it back. As far as the channel, I just need to start covering other stuff that isn't Gems of War as much. Because this year's been the lowest we ever made by a very absurdly low margin. Like, if you count how much we're going to be spending on the computer setup as a business expense, then we would basically have made negative money this year. That is how little the channel has been making this year. That after we get our new computer set up and everything, I would have made negative money this year. At least from this channel, specifically. I just realized we still haven't hit level 1,950 yet, have we? Because I still want to hit level 2,000 by the end of next year. That's still our goal, that hasn't changed. And this year was level 1,969 because it was a funny number. But also because it was a realistic number. Hello, Supernova! Welcome, welcome. Oh yeah, I've been wanting to become an indie game developer for a long while now. I just never really had the diligence to just sit down and finally get around to it. I've been meaning to. In the last several years, it's more so just been like a hobby, but I actually want to take it a bit more seriously. Also, it feels weird not being able to tell when a timer is going to end. Really need to get a better functioning timer. I don't understand why that one sometimes freezes. Oh, no fairness, I haven't updated in a while, but I don't understand why not updating it would break it. But apparently it does. You just finished Underspire? That mortal helped a lot? Nice. Oh yeah, that's something I need to go do this weekend. Off stream. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I need to go buy the I need to go do that after this verse is over. Or Palooza. I forgot, I need to go buy the verses. I mean the torches. And then tomorrow sometime midday I need to go just grind them all out. I forgot, yeah, we do still need to go finish Underspire. We're a little more than halfway, but, you know, still gotta do the other half. But yeah, when we're gonna start streaming 3 times a week, I'm definitely gonna start doing the 50 a day method. I did it while I was Wasteland Family as well, and it's just so much chiller. It also saves you like 700 gems a week, on average. And you still full scout 66% of the area, instead of like 90%. The only downside of it is you don't get double gold glory orb. So eventually we'd still have to do full clears for that. But I don't know, it's not that big a deal. It saves about an hour to an hour and a half every week. And save 700 gems a week. On weeks that's easier, it'd make more sense to obviously go all the way. But on weeks that are harder, we would just, simply just not bother with it. Or, you know, we would just do the 50 a day method. Which will probably be our game plan going forward. Yeah, let me go buy them before I forget. There we go. Good to go. Actually, we're exactly halfway right now. I didn't even realize that. Pretty much exactly half. Oh, let's go update our number. Where are we at? Okay, good. We're not at bad luck. Actually, that's not true. We're at 0 epics. 0 epics, but 23 normal, which means we got 22. So we did get 22 keys, but none of them were epic. Unfortunate. I'll still take that. That's not bad, honestly. But the epic key number is kind of unfortunate. But the vault key number is fine. So we're not that unlucky. That's pretty much exactly on average, minus the epic keys. But total number of keys is on average for that, so... Not too unlucky yet. Let's go do another. Oops, I just clicked the button to do the timer. Oh no, Trippy's ready. Oh, that's really funny. You guys probably can't see it because... well, it's not there anymore. I literally clicked the hotkey for the timer as if it's still open. It is very much not open currently. It's not too big a deal getting max loot for the final battle. Half the time you'll get it automatically anyways, just from menuing into it. The whole reason for the timer is just to ensure that it happens, but it's not too big a deal. We'll go timerless for once. It's definitely a lot chiller without it, because I don't feel like we're on a timer anymore. It's one thing I like about verse farming is it doesn't feel rushed. And now that we don't have the timer up, it doesn't feel that rushed either. I don't know, maybe we'll start doing it without the timer. You do lose a little bit of loot from not having the timer. It's not that much. Also allows you to get an extra battle sometimes. since you're not worrying about the timer, so you won't stop early. If that battle drops a Vault Key or two, it makes up for all the value that you would have had anyways. From stalling. Hey, yeah, our first epic Vault Key, finally. Oh, come on, go. A multi-misclick. You say fix the timer, you miss it. Yeah, it feels empty in the corner, doesn't it? It's just a void of nothing. Alright, we'll go try for the next one. I can't fix it midway, though. We'll try it for the other two and see if it breaks. But if it breaks again, I'm not going to bother. Well, I'll start it back up on the next Palooza. Hey, another epic. Nice. We already made up for lost time. Now give us the epics for this key. Or this Palooza. We made up for it already for the last Palooza. Now we need another set of 2. Gosh, those EXP bars move so slow. I'm like looking at the EXP bar, it's like, yeah, we're never going to hit that level today, are we? I think if we power grind at the quickest possible way, aka using Dust Devil, like a single Dust Devil kill team, it takes about 3 to 3.5 hours of just Dust Devil efficiency to gain a level at this point. And of course, most EXP you gain is slower than that. That's assuming the most optimal team in the most optimal condition. Which, oddly enough, you could do well verse farming this week, so... if you're going to do it at any time, this weekend would be the time to do it. Because you get substantially more loot while you do it. Honestly, you pretty much shouldn't ever even be EXP farming on any time that isn't Vault Weekend. Like, you can, but gosh, is it so much better loot during Vault Weekend. Because the same team that you EXP farm is the same team you do the verse farm. It's just Dust Devil Quick Kill with 1 Dust Devil Triple Iron Hook. So hello, Contendo! Welcome, welcome. Or if you don't have that, you can do Rowain Quick Kill, of course. Which also allows you to gain classic speed per battle. Which helps you get all those max, because each one takes quite a while. Actually, with Rowain, what is it? 4 times a minute, 240... what is that? 240 time into 5,050. What is that? It's like 23, 4, 5 hours. You've never worried about the timer? I don't know, we'll bring the timer back after this one and see. Yeah, the corner's kind of empty without it. I feel like it's less stressful, but we also get less loot at the end. Unless we get lucky. It's only worth doing it timerless is if we get an extra battle at the end that we wouldn't have had otherwise. That then gives us, like, one or more vault keys. You're looking for the Lover's Turret? Oh, isn't that the one for Wand? Wait, which one is that for? I know it's for something important. Isn't it Wand? But yeah, you can get really unlucky on it sometimes. But now's the time to grind for it. Get vault keys from Vault Event Weekend, open them next week, and hopefully you'll get it. I said hello to you, Tyrion. But hello, Tyrion. Welcome, welcome. You pulled you out of, Well, that's when I said hello to you earlier. Is when we were talking about not streaming every single day going forward. You don't open them now? You can if you want. They're the same value during Vault Weekend as they are not during Vault Weekend. So technically, it's better value when it's not Vault Weekend to open them. Not because their value is any different, but because during Vault Weekend, you could be grinding Vault Weekend. Whereas after Vault Weekend, you can't be grinding Vault Weekend. So generally, with the time that you have allocated to play, it is better to actually farm Vault Weekend than it is to open the Vault Keys during Vault Weekend. Because you can open the Vault Keys whenever, but you can't verse farm whenever. Or, you know, do Paloozas whenever. But no, they're the same value whenever. Which technically makes them better valued, not during Vault Weekend. Which is why we're always opening them in between Vault Weekends. Hello, Miss Insane Witch! Welcome, welcome. I don't know how much time we have left on this one, but I'll get the timer back up once we finish out this one. I want to say we have either 1 minute left or 5 minutes left on this one. You're prepping dinner? Ooh, what are you having? I just had noodles with some kibasi. Oh, and broccoli. You literally had to stop to address what I said earlier? Yeah, we're gonna start not streaming every day starting next week. Or at least not Gems of War specifically. We'll still be throwing other games in there here and there. Still want to finish out Palia and Old School RuneScape before we do the new MMO of Brighter Shores. Because I don't want to have either MMO not completed by the time Brighter Shores comes around. So I do want to finish up both of those. If I had to guess, Palia, as far as what I would consider completion for me, is probably about 2 streams and like 20 to 30 hours away from completion. And Old School RuneScape is a couple hundred hours. which is kind of insane, but it's actually more time than the total we've spent in Palia to finish that game. Worst part is almost all of it's not AFKable, which is why I keep putting it off. We should just start streaming it every week or a couple times a week and just get it done. For the final stretch, try doing like a level a day, and stream doesn't end until we get the level. Because I think I only need like 10 more levels. So if we just didn't stop until we got a level every day, boom, it'd be done. In like 2 weeks. The Gimbal Goal event is 5-star with Herba crates or chances. So best time to farm. I might need to go check that out a little then. You're cutting up potatoes for homemade fries? Nice. How do you cut them up? Is that actual fries or is like chips or how do you do them up? Because honestly, when I do my own fries, I like doing them more as like thin slices these days rather than like actual fries. I feel like they cook a lot more evenly that way. Spices and other things also hold on them a little bit better. And they're better for dipping. It's the issue I'll have a lot of times with sweet potato fries. Is I feel like their consistency in the middle is nowhere near as good as their outside. Mostly due to their form factor. Nice, Miss Insane Witch. Yeah, having the max bow and Palia is fun. For the longest time, I wasn't able to hunt with Genki and Isabelle because I didn't have it. Because you really need Dispel arrows and the max bow. It helps a lot. Yeah, I normally bring a couple different arrows. It's just you can't really do anything against magical creatures without this spell. Also, to my understanding, the hit as high as the strongest other arrow. So you don't have to switch them out unless you want to go like a slow arrow or something. Also, if I had a timer, I could have probably held that Dragonite Gnome. Because I think we're at like 1 minute left. But oh well. We'll sacrifice like 20 to 30 Dragonite for the extra drops. Look at that, we got an extra Volkey right there, perfect. Was that worth it over a little bit extra Dragonite? Who knows, but... it's another one for the pile. 45, okay. We have completely 180'd. We went from average, actually, I guess just to average, but we are at a perfect average right now. 45-4. But yeah, the events haven't been nerfed. We just got really unlucky last week. But no, we're at like as average gets. Technically 5 Epic Volkeys, but I'll take 4 given that we got 0 on the previous. But yeah, we're about as average as it gets on drop table right now. Slightly above. Well, 1 below on Epic Volkey, but 1 above on normal Volkey. Technically a few above on normal Volkey. Yeah, we're at pretty much exact average. Alright, let me go get the timer going. After this next one, we'll go hand out a code again. And then we'll probably do one more after that. One more Palooza, that it is. Wait. Are we on our third Palooza right now? Wait, is this already our third? How did we just start with? Wait, I'm confused. Oh, no, that was our second. I just updated it. Duh. I was gonna say. Yeah, that'll work out then. Let me go get the timer going. We'll get the timer functioning again. See if it actually wants to cooperate with us this time and not crash for the billionth time. Alright. Game plan. You move over there. Alright. Alright, let's go do it. Now that we have timer, once again. Hopefully it works this time. If it crashes again, I'm just not gonna bother. Alright, we'll hand out a code after this Palooza, then we'll do one more after. That'll bring us to 4 Paloozas. What am I using for Underspire or whatever I mentioned in the Monday stream? Also, on those Monday videos and streams, I am going to start doing the text. I did see some people mention, because of the platform they were on, they couldn't really access the team that well, because all the numbers mean nothing. So I'm going to start also putting all the words for what they are, which is something I did in the past, but it took extra time on the Monday video, so I was like, I'm not going to bother. But now I'm going to start doing it again, given that we're not doing it on the Monday video anymore. We're doing it during the stream, and then posting them thereafter. So I'm going to start putting the text of what each troop is once again on them. I didn't this week, but going forward we will. It's something we did, but it used to take like an extra almost like 15-30 minutes when doing it in the morning, which delayed the already delayed Monday video even more. So now that we're doing it during the stream, there's no, you know, the extra delay is basically non-existent. Because doing it while tired just takes a lot longer than otherwise would. So the new format that we're doing in will be a lot better for it, because the Monday weekly video will be up pretty much instantly, assuming I don't crash or I'm busy that night. But and then on the Monday stream when we do it, we'll also have all the words of what all the troops are and everything. What do you mean by holding the dragon for the Dragonite? Oh, if you wait, so the way that Paloozas work is because they nerfed it like 3 times. Because they were giving way too much loot initially. One of the nerfs made it so you get substantially less loot per battle. This is based on a couple factors, like how quickly you win and like the difference of your statted team versus the enemy statted team. But generally speaking, you're always going to be losing a pretty big portion of your amount of loot. We're losing about 85% of the value of every single battle we do, give or take a little bit. And because of this, whenever we get a Dragonite drop, that is also reduced by about 85%. However, this reduction only applies during the duration of the Palooza. So if you trigger a battle during a Palooza, but then finish the Palooza, or finish the battle after the Palooza has ended, you will get 100% of the loot for all the gnomes that are in your battle. So this is used on Dragonite Gnome, Cursed Gnomes, Glory Gnomes, you know, any gnome. But those are the higher value ones, in order to get their full amount of loot. This is most noteworthy on Dragonite Gnomes, because your otherwise like 3-4 Dragonite drop will end up being like 20, 30, 40, 50, you know, the full value, which is very good. But yeah, the strategy for it is near the end of your Palooza, you just simply start up the battle right before the end of the timer, and then complete the battle after the timer, which is kind of the whole reason for the timer. So we'd start a battle around, you know, like the 14-minute, 50 seconds mark. And then when we finish it, it'll give the full loot. Just going to make sure the timer goes all the way. You started the day with 0 verse 3 and got the 5? Nice. So you gave up and went to Pally. That's funny. Actually, I think that's how many verses I got today, oddly enough. Pretty sure I got 5 today as well. We went from 18 to 23. And now back to 19 once we use them all. Which means we still need to get like another 12, 13 more Paloozas this weekend, or verses, I mean. Means at this rate, we have to do another 6 per day. We got 5 today, and I need to get 6 the next 2 days in order to have enough. But as long as we end at a number higher than 20, I'll be happy. We start at 18 this weekend. What's up, little Ginky? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, one interesting thing about the nerfs that they did to Palooza is they have actually never nerfed Volt Keys ever in the history of the game. They have actually buffed them directly twice, and indirectly probably another 2 times when they buffed Orbs twice. So Volt Keys themselves have been buffed 4 times, even though Paloozas have been nerfed 3 times. But I do find that really interesting. That Paloozas, you know, has been nerfed, but Volt Keys themselves have never once been nerfed in the history of the game, ever. They've only been buffed several times. Which is kind of surprising. Also, even though Paloozas have been nerfed 3 times, it is still like 50 times better than pre-Palooza times. It is anywhere from like 20 times to 50 times stronger than pre-Palooza, even after 3 nerfs. That's how broken it was when it first came out. Honestly, I have no clue what they were thinking when they first did Paloozas. Because it's actually insane how broken they are. Beyond belief. Relative to what the balance of the game was prior. Like, the whole economy of Gems of War. There is 2 things holding up the economy of Gems of War at this point. It is Vault Event weekends and Tribute existing. That's like 90% of the game's economy. Is hourly Tribute and Vault Events. Hey, you don't want another Cedric. They kind of fixed the drop table a little bit, so you're not as buried in Cedrics as you used to be. But his drop table is still way too common. If nothing else, it does help newer players at least get a good gold farming method, if nothing else. But he is still way, way too common for the fact that you only ever really need like 7 or 8 of them ever. And then every subsequent copy is useless. Especially when you compare it to other gnomes. Like, let's say you weren't gonna orb the other gnomes. You need like 191 of some of them if you were gonna go like 0 orbs. You'll get like 50-something Cedrics before you ever even get close to that. Actually, probably more. Like, probably like hundreds of Cedrics, even without being rescaled. It's just weird that something you only ever need 8 of drops pretty much as commonly as something that you need like 191 of. Doesn't make any sense. You still have over 1 million gold on the new account? Nice. Yeah, gold farming isn't really much of a thing. The whole reason you need to do gold farming for, as a newer player, is mostly to get into a good guild. Then to get level 10 all kingdoms, of course. And I guess to upgrade your underworld stuff. But the main purpose of gold as a brand new player, or the reason why you want a gold farm, is to try to get in the biggest guild you possibly can. Like the highest gold requirement guild that will accept you. Because the bigger the number, the better. wonder what the highest gold requirement guild is in the game these days. I know my guild's still at a 2 million requirement these days. Which is high, but it's not that high. Yeah, don't they do like hundreds of legendary tasks a week? My guild back when we first started was actually the highest contribution guild in the game for about a year. That was also the same year that we won Guild War for the very first Guild War ever. Still the crowning achievement of our guild. Even more so than being the highest contribution guild in the game for a small duration of time. It was more so winning the first ever Guild War. Of course, on the previous format. We're definitely not going to on a new format. Not even close. I would have to kick like 90% of the guild probably. Which we're not going to bother doing, obviously. Kick you first? No, we're not going to kick everyone when the new Guild War format comes out. We're basically a casual endgame guild at this point. Yes, definitely kick Tacit. Honestly, we're like the lowest contributor for some things some weeks. Because I always do like bare minimum for weekly events. I never slack on gold or anything like that, though. But a lot of guild events I always just do bare minimum for. Mostly because everyone only has to do bare minimum and we'll get there. It's just some people feel like they want to do more. That's up to them. As long as everyone does bare minimum, you know, it kind of just gets done automatically. Like, most modes get completed with just tier 3, tier 4 if everyone just does tier 3, tier 4. A lot of those game modes give no incentive to keep going. There are a few, like Tower of Doom, where there's a certain cutoff point where it's like, get to this point and then, you know, you have all the value. But things like raid events, you know, stuff like that. There's no real incentive once your guild is done with all rewards to do more battles. You get nothing for it. Unless you're going for a leaderboard. Kick Tacit. There's just something I want to check after this. How many days have we been in this guild? There's got to be some kind of absurd number. Also, this is about how long we've been streaming every day, by the way. So when I mentioned the video on Tuesday, this can actually be the number we mentioned. Because I believe this number right here is not when we started doing content for Gems of War, like on a normal basis. But it was pretty much the start of us streaming every single day. So I'm curious what this number is. I want to say it's over 1,500. Because whatever this number is bare minimum how many streams we've done consecutively. Technically even more than that. Because there's been days we've done more than one Gems of War stream back in the day. Not these days. But there was a point where we were doing multiple Gems of War stream in a day. What's that, hello, Bill Warhammer? Welcome, welcome. Hey, can we squeeze in another battle after this battle? I think we can. Just have to click very quickly. Go, 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 go. Loading screen. Load quicker. Oh, we should be in the clear. Alright, come on, something good. Nice. Double Glory Gnome, double Soul. Not the best, not the worst. I'll take it. I'll give it a few extra seconds just in case. And as you can see here, we get the full loot. So we get 1,000 soul. Oh, come on, the old overworld, though. No! As you can see, we get 100% of the loot. And that's the whole reason why you did a timer. But there we go. Unfortunately, the old overworld, which is a little unfortunate. But the old overworld for 100% value. Alright, let's see. What am I looking for? Alright, we're doing good. 64, and wow, we did get insane on epics all of a sudden. We're at 9. Wow, we got 5 in one thing. Alright, well, epics have been recovered. Yeah, we're on pure average right now. After we're doing slightly better than average. We're at 64.9. We're actually at more than we should have. We should be at 67 right now. 60 vault keys and 7 epics. So we have about 4 extra vault keys and 2 extra epics. So we're doing good. Also, drop rates seem to still be the same as per usual. We just got really unlucky last weekend. Why is this the last full week? Oh, we're just cutting down hours. We're just cutting half the hours we normally stream Gems of War. And we're only going to be doing Monday, Friday, Sunday going forward. So tomorrow will be the last Saturday stream. No, who knows? Maybe on all Vault weekends we'll still stream on Saturday. We'll see. This is Vault weekend after all. Anyways, though we are streaming tomorrow. Anyways, what am I doing? I was about to check something and I already forgot what it was. Oh yeah, I was gonna see how many days we've been. Wait, is it really that long? No. It can't be that many. That can't be true, no. But we started streaming a little bit later than that every single day. Because that means we've almost done 3,000 consecutive streams for Gems of War every day. No, that can't be correct. I think this was slightly before then. Even though we did do a week-long stream, that wasn't actually when we started doing the daily streams. It was pretty soon after, though, I'm pretty sure, so... Yeah, it's almost correct. That means we've done almost like 2,800 consecutive streaming days at this point. Not counting being sick or going, seeing family, friends, and stuff. Yeah, almost like 2,800 days. But we are finally breaking the streak. Now let's go do our last Palooza. Question above? What was your question? I can't see it. 1 second. So since this is your last full week of streaming, we're going for 1,000 Vals this weekend, right? No, I'm not going for 1,000 Vault keys. I don't have enough Paloozas to do is the problem. So who's picking up my time slot? I have no clue. Also, I will still probably be streaming some of those days. It just might not be Gems of War. Like, if we're streaming something during the day, we'll be able to finally go over that time for once. Something we haven't really been able to do in the past, for the most part. So I might still be streaming this time some days. It might just not be Gems of War. Alright, oh, let's see. We did that, we did that. I think we're on Final Palooza now. We already got our number updated. Timer is actually timering correctly. Alright, let's go run the last Palooza for tonight. And we'll need like another 8 or 9 throughout the weekend. Which means I need to get about 10 more Paloozas this weekend. So I found about 5 today, which means if I find 5 every day this weekend, we should be in the clear. Alright, let's go. There we go. Cynical is going to pick up the time slot. There we go. You made sure to never stream at 8 for us. Thank you for that. But yeah, I just wanted to cut back to streaming hours some. Just open up time for other things. Doesn't mean we might still not stream at that time some days, though. Oh no, I'm just kind of burnt out after 8 years of consecutively streaming every day. It just becomes a bit much. We need a 24/7 Gems of War live stream. Skill issue. I don't know. We can see if we try to do it for other newer games. It would have to be like a fresher game, though. Like, we could try it with Brighter Shores, but I want to do a bit more video content rather than just streams for that game, though. More time to stream Puzzle Quest 3? No. We do need to revisit Puzzle Quest 3 at some point, though. There's a long list of games on my games I need to revisit that I keep not doing so. That I should probably do at some point list. The main games I want to finish right now, though, are Palia and Old School RuneScape, though. Palia we can finish within a few more streams, most likely. Maybe even less. And Old School RuneScape, if we really tried, we could finish it within like a month and a half. Could have technically finished it months ago, but I keep slacking. Cindy, you can always start streaming Palia. Yes, join us with Palia. I don't feel like he would play something like Palia. Though, honestly, Cynical, I think you'll play something like Brighter Shores. You should join us on Brighter Shores. I feel like Brighter Shores is more your style of game. Even though it's still also, like, kind of slightly cozy, but not, like, fully cozy. How many Gems of War creators are left after the max exodus of the most recent batch? Yeah, that's another issue with Gems of War these days. Like, every year they have a max exodus from something. This year, of course, was the PvP changes. Most notably, all the PvP changes, then them saying that some amount of the VP would carry over, and then none of it carrying over. We also lost one of the bigger support people 3 to 4 years ago. And I'm not talking about Salty, though we did lose Salty as well. But the person that used to run Gems of War database left, I think, 3 or 4 years ago. And we almost lost the person that ran Terrence World, though luckily, from all the continued support from everyone, they actually ended up staying. But they almost also left, like 2 years ago or something. And then decided to stay. We also lost the most active person in the game like 6 or 7 years ago. They kind of overburnt themselves out. But they were like the first person to ever hit 1 billion. And a lot of other various PvP achievements back when the PvP system was like first reworked. Yeah, there was someone who was the first ever to reach 1,000 back when 1,000 was cap level. Reach 1 billion gold. And a few other various PvP achievements. And it did all that within like a few years. And I forgot what name he was. It's been so long. But no, we're still going to be around Gems of War. We're just going to be doing a little bit less. We're still going to be around. It's not like we're leaving. We're just cutting back some. We've cut back in the past, too. Like, we removed midday streams of Gems of War like 5 years ago or so. We used to do like 2 6-hour midday streams for Gems of War. And then they eventually got cut down to like 3 hours, then to 2 hours, then to 1 day, then to no days. Did you ever get a second code? Good question. Did we? Can anyone confirm? My short-term memory can't go that far back. Does anyone know if we got a second code yet? Because now that I think about it, I don't think I did. Nope. Okay, let me go do that right now, then. Alright, second code time. Because this is the last Palooza we're running for now. Alright, as soon as we get into the next battle... Oh, come on, go. As soon as we get into the next loading screen, we can go hand it out. There you guys go. Enjoy. Up, if I can get there. Up. There you guys go. Was there an Immortal sweepstakes yesterday? Oh, they were running some kind of thing on the forum. Yeah, I saw that message too. I kind of already claimed it, so I didn't bother showing it on stream. But yeah, we did finally get the payout from that. I didn't bother entering. But apparently they had some kind of stretch goal, and I think if they had like 5,000 plus people enter, they handed out like a little bit to everyone. Also, was it a different Immortal for everyone? I got 10 Titanius. Did anyone get anything other than 10 Titanius? Or was it the same for everyone? Yeah, he's one of the worst Immortals. So oddly enough, he's the one I have the most of. So luckily the best one I have the second most of. Which is Ossifer. Glacia doesn't count because, you know, you get like 1 billion of her. But of the non-Glacias, I have the most of Titanus and second of Ossifer. Which is one of the worst and one of the best Immortals. You think it's the same for everyone? Okay. Yeah, it's a pretty poor one to hand one out for. They should have done Ossifer. Ossifer would have been crazy. And actually good Immortal guarantee to everyone. But they handed out like one of the worst Immortals in the game. Probably by design. They know what they're doing. He's not the absolute worst, but he's definitely bottom 4. Oh, you did get Ossifer on your new account. That's good, at least. It's actually kind of insane on a new player account, too. That Doom Skull damage just shreds through everything at that level. Though it can backfire pretty hard, but just got to make sure you actually turn with it. Luckily, most of skulls just chain react anyway, so it's not too big a deal. We're getting pretty close to that level. We're not going to get all the way there, though. Yeah, luckily Ossifer doesn't really need that many upgrades. Once you have him to level 4 and have him fully traded, he pretty much has most of his value anyways. It's mostly getting him to level 4 that's important. Everything beyond that's not that big a deal. That's the case for most of the Immortals. They gain a good majority of their benefit by level 4 out of 30. Ooh, triple Volky, nice, almost the quad. Oh, what am I going to do with the extra time off? I'll be covering in a video this Tuesday, most likely. But I did want to get a little bit more into game development. And beyond that, just opening up time just for everything. Either other streams or just, you know, doing whatever. But I've been meaning to get back into game development a lot more. I've always looked into it and just kind of dabbled here and there, but never really did anything too serious with it at any point. Still have a lot to learn in regard to it, though. But no, we'll be doing some other games here and there and other stuff as well. It opens up effectively about 15 hours a week, so a lot that can be done with that time. My game, soon TM, eventually. Eventually, at some point, maybe, hopefully, possibly, soon TM. If you drop about 500 burning marks, will you get everything? It's not guaranteed, but it is decently likely. Because you're going to get about, what, 25 rolls? There's 11 to roll from. I'm not sure exactly what that odds comes out to. But there's 11 rolls you can get, and you'll have about 25 of them. With that many opens. So there's a pretty good chance you would with 500 burning marks, though it's not guaranteed, of course. But it is pretty likely that you would get one of all. Hey, Volky. Unfortunately, all that loot gains like no benefit from being upgraded. He's gonna get a real job? Nah. I'd probably have to cut streaming altogether if we were to actually get a real job. Let's see. Also, real drops in this area pay so little. I'd much rather spend like 70 hours a week doing something for this channel than get a job in this area. These work conditions are not good here. You're not going to get healthcare with any job that you're going to get in this area at an entry level. And starting pay is going to be at like $8 or $9 an hour. Which in this economy is like making negative money an hour. Plus transportation to get there and everything else. Whereas of course something like this has literally zero transportation costs or upkeep on a car. Oh, I actually need this, really? Wait, how on earth do I not have the Divinian Fields pet max? Now, let me go end on this, I guess. Oh yeah, let me go update my number too. Where are we at? 87. Oh, pretty good. We're at 13. Alright, there we go. Any other number we need to change? I think we're good. 87, 13, 4. Oh, we're doing really good this weekend. We're making up for how bad last weekend was. We should be at about 89 right now. 80 Vault Keys, 9 Epic Vault Keys. We're at 87, 13. Yeah, we're doing really good this weekend. Making up for how bad last weekend was. Very nice. All right, to end it out, let's go clear out the pet battle real quick. I need the team, though. Where's our new Stellaryx build? Grab this. That's already on my copy-paste because I need it for something else. Perfect. And we'll go end on these little guys real quick. What do I watch on YouTube? I don't watch too much YouTube these days. You misspelled your name, seeing if Tassie can rhyme it with anything? What? With Isabel? Actually, I can't even think of something to rhyme with Isabel, so yeah, that does make sense. Well, I guess you would do it with just the bell part. I'm trying to think of like anything that even ends in that syllable, though. I'm bad at rhyming. I would definitely be like the worst person ever at like freeform rap. I also don't curse enough to be able to do that. Which limits a lot of rhyming words. Yeah, how many copies do we still need? We need 7. Come on, 5! I would say come on 7, but there's no way we're going to pull 7. It's technically possible we had before, but it's absurdly unlikely. Technically, we could pull like a dozen. Carousel. Alright, come on, more than one, more than one, more than one. Boo, 1. Sad. I think that's everything then. Anyways, guys, we'll be ending it here for now. Tomorrow will be our last unscheduled stream, I guess, technically. Or, you know, with our new schedule, will be our last stream that is technically not on a Monday, Friday, or Saturday. Though, keep in mind, we will still stream some days on other days. For example, if there's an update on Tuesday, we'll still be doing Tuesday update. Or, you know, we'll still do a stream on Tuesday night. Probably even that Wednesday after if there's enough content to go over, stuff like that. So it's not strictly a Monday, Friday, Sunday going forward. But yeah, tomorrow is the last of our normally scheduled streams. Until we go into new format. But we'll mention that on Tuesday when we go and do that and everything. or reiterate it in a nice little compact video. But anyways, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Best of luck on the vault grinds. And I'll catch you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone. Cynical. No, we're not completely leaving like Genki did. We'll still be around, just not like nearly as much. We're not like leaving. It's just gonna be a not here as often thing. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye, everyone.